Water. Without it, the human body cannot survive. In fact, the human body is made up almost entirely of water, and yet most people do not understand or appreciate its importance. Not all water is the same. There are many key factors that determine whether the water that you're putting in your body is helping you or hurting you. Throughout the world, there have been areas identified where people are miraculously living longer and healthier lives. When investigated, the commonality between these regions was found in the water that was being consumed, which proved to be very alkaline and highly ionized. Even today, people continue to search the world to find water with these miraculous properties, which is said can turn back the hands of time. Many years ago, 2 Russian scientists actually created a way to transform ordinary tap water into alkaline, ionized water, a real-life fountain of youth. By running ordinary tap water across magnetic plates, they were able to separate the water into 2 streams, one alkaline and one acidic. This simple process is called ionization. The next generation of ionization has been perfected, and it is here, now, and available for you and your family. It is now possible to transform ordinary tap water that comes from your kitchen faucet into something truly special. Water that becomes alive, energized, and filled with life-changing benefits.
It's working, people are getting results, and it's amazing.
I just feel so blessed that we were able to find the Tyent and have it work so well. The very first thing that we really tried.
I've been so pleased with what it has done for me and my family. By far, it is the most significant and best health investment I've ever made.
Tyent alkaline ionized water is truly special because it provides wonderful life-changing benefits. Each glass of Tyent water contains millions of age-defying antioxidants. Tyent water is super hydrating because of how small the water clusters are. It provides essential ionic alkaline minerals to your body, and above all, it helps remove harmful waste and toxicity.
And I feel strongly that 95% of human disease is toxicity. Toxicity is responsible for cancers. Toxicity is responsible for heart disease. It's responsible for all vascular disease. It's responsible for all neurodegenerative diseases. And that starts, if you want to go from the top and the worst ones, of Alzheimer's disease and ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, to multiple sclerosis and to autism and to attention deficit disorder. All of those diseases have a commonality of toxicity in the body.
When the oncologist said she may have 10 months, I was ready to try just about anything.
A year ago, I went in for ovarian cancer. They did surgery. They removed everything, my ovaries, the tubes, everything, my appendix. They did all kinds of biopsies in there. They must have done 20, 25 biopsies, and it all came back negative. In less than a year, my blood markers went up, and that's when they found something's going on, so they did another CAT scan, and that's when we found the cancer was back and had already grown to that size. The doctor said at that point that my cancer was rare, only 3% of people get this type of ovarian cancer, and that the cancer itself was chemo-resistant. He had called Sloan Kettering in New York, he called Texas, some doctors there, to see what the latest results would be, if they knew of anything new that he could try. This large mass up here was the original tumor. And then after the 6 weeks, it reduced itself to this little spot here. And now after another 6 weeks, it's down to an even smaller You can hardly even see it on there anymore. So, I mean, this is, for me, this is proof that things are working.
So now comes the question. If we have all of these poisons coming in the body, how do we go ahead and remove the poisons? In the area of removing poisons, we have to first identify what poisons there are, try to target individual chelating agents to remove the poisons. Part of this whole program, we recognize that these poisons become free radicals.
Tyent alkaline ionized water is full of extremely beneficial negatively charged hydroxyl ions, which work as exceptionally powerful antioxidants by seeking out and destroying positively charged cell-damaging free radicals in the body.
One of the important features of drinking Tyent water is the ORP quotient. That is the oxidation reduction potential, and that is the power the water has to go into your body and neutralize free radicals. If people realize that free radicals attack number 1, nerve tissue, number 2, brain tissue, and number 3, they attack and destroy cell walls, they might take ORP a little more seriously. So this water, along with all of its other benefits, neutralizes free radicals in a very effective manner.
Tyent alkaline ionized water is completely restructured through a next-generation electrolysis process. This advanced restructuring process can greatly improve hydration because the water becomes smaller and easier for the body to absorb. Normal tap or bottled water is formed in 11 to 16 molecules per cluster, but Tyent alkaline ionized water is actually made smaller and reduced to only about 5 to 8 molecules per cluster. The incredibly tiny size of this water qualifies it not only as the lightest and smallest of all known antioxidants, but it can also travel almost anywhere inside the human body. This phenomenon can greatly assist with many of the issues caused by chronic dehydration, low energy, digestion disorders, constipation, and obesity.
It is a functional water. It has microclusters. So what does it mean to have a microcluster? It means that it is a wetter water and it will hydrate much better.
The hydration level of the cells is so necessary for all of the metabolic processes. One of the beauties about the alkaline water is that it penetrates into the cells and hydrates the cells at the cellular level.
Staying hydrated is very important. A lot of people will turn to sports drinks, which are loaded with artificial sweeteners and poisons for the most part, which make your blood and your body very acidic. I recommend that everybody drink the Tyent water whenever they're working out, before and after a workout and throughout the day, to stay hydrated so that you get the most from your workouts and from your nutrition.
Hi, my name is Rick O'Connor. I'm a 54-year-old self-taught health and fitness expert and author. I've been featured in MAQ, Muscle and Fitness, Flex, LVAC, and many other magazines, and I've done many radio interviews across the country. Ionized alkalized water is the fountain of youth. Next to oxygen is my number 2 supplement in my life that I value.
Some doctors believe there is only one true disease, which is called acidosis. The theory is that the buildup of acidic waste constitutes aging and disease.
It's crucial that you get your body system just above 7 so that it at least is not in an acidic state. And this water helps you do that.
Let's explain. Alkaline and acid. Neutral in the body is 7.365. The body works very hard to keep the blood at that slightly alkaline level. That's the ideal level. But the tissues are absorbing all of these oxidizing processes and becoming acidic. We want to bring the body out of acidity and into alkalinity, and we have a healthy body. Because cancer can't grow, deterioration in the body doesn't occur, and the body can detoxify more easily when it is alkaline.
It is very difficult for the body to maintain its pH level because we're continually producing acidic wastes. Nutrients from our food are transported to our cells, which they burn along with oxygen to supply energy for us to live. This process leaves byproducts or wastes which are often acidic. Our bloodstream would usually just gather these wastes and filter them through the liver, kidneys, colon, or skin for removal. But our high-stress lifestyles, lack of rest, types of food we eat, toxins or pollutants we're exposed to, and a plethora of other factors influence our body's capacity to dispose of acidic wastes fast enough. So the body developed a strategy of its own, changing acidic wastes to solid wastes, and then stockpiling the solid wastes in less critical areas, like arteries, capillary blood vessels, and fat tissues.
The toxicity we come across in the air we breathe, in the water we drink, in the water we bathe in, all affect our health. And one of the best things we can do, and the most important thing we can do, is to drink alkaline water, because it flushes out the part of your body that's called the ground substance, or it's the matrix that all of your cells sit in. And that is where everything happens in your body, is in this ground substance. And the only thing that I have found that cleanses that is alkaline water. So I consider it one of the most important things a person can do for themselves and their family's health.
I've worked with hundreds of different supplements to try to accomplish alkalinity in patients' bodies, but what I have found to be most effective is the alkalized, energized, ionic water that is created by the Tyent hydration system. I believe that this water is the most effective, and actually immediately effective, most powerful agent I've used thus far in alkalizing my patients, and I'm very grateful, and so are my patients, that I have these kind of tools to be able to work with.
I'm one person that's experienced results from drinking this water, and to be on acid reflux medication and to feel joint pain before you're drinking water, and then after a week or two not feeling it, not being on a medication, weaning yourself off, that's huge.
I was having flare-ups and having the discomfort and everything that goes along with having the ulcerative colitis. I'm not experiencing those problems anymore, so I am just so grateful to have just been on this and heard about this water, and that Michael and I decided to go ahead and purchase the machine so that I can get my body balanced out and be back to no more thyroid, no more colitis, and no more plaque on my gums.
Initially, I became very ill, and I researched the holistic approach for a very serious infection, and I tried the Tyent water, and within a few days my infection had totally disappeared, and I became much more invigorated. I had a lot of energy. Aside from having energy, the most important thing, I'm almost 90% pain-free, and that has helped me tremendously. And I'm a firm believer in cleansing the body, and I know we are, our bodies are ridden with toxins through the years, through the air, through the food we eat, pesticides and parasites. And I believe everybody would benefit. Research shows that an alkaline body will not host disease. Disease will exist only in an acidic environment.
One of the things that's so key and vital in anybody's health is their pH. And we want to seek to find an alkaline pH. Now, I have looked at a lot of different alkaline machines out there, lots of them. And I found the one that truly is the best, far above anything else that's out there.
Tyent